The truth of the matter is, the art of balance is embracing the imbalance. What's up, bougie bosses? It's your girl Kayla Simmons, and today we're going to be talking about the art of balance. All right, so just stay tuned. I just want to start this video off by saying that there is no such thing as having it all, balancing it all. And what I mean by that is there's no such thing as an equilibrium of balance. It's just not possible. So if you thought that you was getting insight on how to balance it all, stay tuned, because I'm gonna give you real tea. You thought I was gonna tell you to click off this video. You thought, no sis, I'm about to put you on game. So stay tuned, sit tight, because I'm about to tell you how it really goes, all right? So many celebrities and well-known entrepreneurs appear to have this special secret of being able to perfectly balance it all, right? And seeing that has always made me feel so inadequate, just being transparent. And I know a lot of you can relate, because it's like, dang, they got more going on than I do, and they have it more, their lives more well put together. Like, what am I doing wrong, right? And the truth of the matter is, they don't really have it all. No matter how perfect their Instagram feed looks or their videos look put together, no matter how nice those family pictures are, they do not have it all. And that's real tea. The real tea is that if you're focusing on one area in your life, you're neglecting the other in some way, shape, or form. If you are focusing in on your business and giving it really a huge push, then that's less time that you're spending with your family and friends. If you are prioritizing your self-care, then that's less time that you're putting into your business. That's just the way it goes. And I know that sucks. And so I know what you guys may be thinking, okay, well, what am I supposed to do then? How am I supposed to get through life with the same mind? How am I supposed to know what to prioritize? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get through this? I am so glad that you asked. So the first thing you need to know is that guilt is inevitable. It is. It's inevitable. And even though you should not lean into that guilt, it can be a good thing in a sense, because it proves that you are an empathetic person who cares. And if you have the right people in your corner, then whether they have to accept that you have other priorities you need to focus more on at the moment, or they have to help you adjust your priorities, they will do either one with no problem, because they understand that you are trying and you are human. No one person can give every area in their life 100% effort 100% of the time. Shoot, we can't even give one area in our life 100% effort 100% of the time. It's just not possible. We're not capable of doing it, and we shouldn't be. This is why we have priorities. So expounding on this priorities thing, I want to give you guys a real life example and show you what exactly this looks like so you can apply it to your own lives. Just using myself as an example, as always. You know, with my business, obviously this is crunch time for me. I am really locked in and focused on building my brand, creating a stable foundation, building my audience, expanding, all that good stuff. And obviously that's less time that I am spending with my loved ones and even doing things that I like. Honestly, the truth of the matter is when it comes to balance, sacrifice is a big part of that. It's one of the main parts of that. Actually, there's something that you're going to have to sacrifice. And so obviously free time to do what I want or spend time with loved ones, that's a sacrifice that I have to make at the moment. So let me just explain some of the conversations that I've had to have with my loved ones. For example, I let them know, like, listen, this is crunch time for me. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, even though I've had conversations with them, but I haven't been as clear as I should have been probably in the beginning. I'm the type of person to not really speak much on what I'm doing. I kind of just start, and then people find out later, like, oh yeah, I just did this. You know, even with this YouTube channel, I didn't really tell many people around, but like until after I had already filmed like 10 plus videos, and right before the launch, like, oh yeah, I'm launching a YouTube channel tomorrow, like stuff like that. And some people, they found out the day of with the rest of you guys. So that's just kind of how I've always moved. Even though, you know, it's kind of good to move in silence sometimes, there are times where you need to be more open and honest with your loved ones and let them know and give them a heads up, especially if they play a big role in your life. Like, they deserve to know that the reason why you're not around as much, because they could be out here thinking that it's something that they did when it's really not. And so in the conversations that I did have, I just let them know, like, hey, it's crunch time for me. This is something I'm really passionate about. This is something that I have to do. Or if I make the decision and then tell them right after, either way. Honestly, I would probably recommend telling them right after, because sometimes your family and friends, they don't understand your vision, and they shouldn't, honestly, because it's not their vision, it's yours. And so sometimes you just kind of have to make moves and then tell them right after, but make sure to tell them at some point, like, this is what I am doing. And so if you don't hear from me as much, if I don't come around as much, it is not you. If I seem a little bit more detached, it is not you. I'm just locked in, I'm just focused. And honestly, I wish I could say that 100% of the time they will understand that, but there have been some cases where some of my family or friends have, you know, taken it a little hard and they still don't get it. And like I said, they shouldn't understand it in its entirety. Some people are a little bit more sensitive than others, and so you may have to break it down depending on how important they are to you and how much value they add to your life. If they don't add that much value and they're not getting it, then you might as well just cut them. But if they do and they're just a little sensitive, just break it down a little more, like, hey, listen, I promise it is not you. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. And hope that they just really understand that if they have ever tried to relentlessly pursue a goal or a passion of theirs, then they should understand. And if they don't, then there's nothing that you can do about that. You did everything you were supposed to do on your end. So even though you probably will feel a little guilty about it, I'm not gonna lie, because I have. Like I said before, it's just a sign that you care and that you're empathetic, but you can't lean in it to that guilt too much. You have to kind of just let go and focus back on what you're supposed to be doing, because if you try to appease everyone, you'll never get to where you want to go. And that's just facts. Honestly, the purpose of this video and saying all of this, the purpose that I'm trying to share with you guys, the truth of the matter is, the art of balance is embracing the imbalance. That's it, guys. It's embracing the imbalance. It's embracing all of those imperfections. You know, you're not perfect. You're not going to be able to perfectly balance at all. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You just first need to accept that you can't balance it all, because a lot of us have problems with that first step, because we try to, you know, do everything perfect and we can't. So first you need to accept that you will not be able to balance it all. And then you need to make sure that once you're honest with yourself, you're honest with the loved ones around you, and let them know, like, hey, this is what I'm doing in my life. These are my priorities. And you also need to make sure to do a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of self-checks, and make sure that you are always in line. A way that you can do this is, let's say that your top priority is business, just staying with that example. Once you accomplish a small feat in that business, maybe you can reward yourself with going out for lunch with a family member or a close friend. And that way, even though your main priority is still your business, you are still sustaining the other areas in your life. And so even though you may not be able to always go out with them every time, you know, getting in a lunch here or there makes them still feel valued and important in your life, and you are still able to focus in on your main goals at the moment. So that's a way that you can do that. At the end of the day, life is a big seesaw set, and honestly, I'm okay with that, because that is one of my favorite objects on the playground anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you're not already. Also, make sure to click the bell next to that to be notified whenever I upload. I love you so much, bougie bosses, and I will see you next time. Bye.